Go run, tell them all. Let's go. Bonus coverage. You ready? I'm back, guys. Double trouble today. Good afternoon. I would say good morning, but it's afternoon. I'm back. You ready? I'm back. You ready? All right, guys. Listen, this week is dedicated to recruiting. This week, I'm pouring everything I got into you. This week is dedicated to recruiting. If you missed the video that we did this morning, I want to encourage you to go back and watch it that we did this morning. Tomorrow will be part 2. Today is extra bonus coverage. Right now is extra bonus coverage. So again, I repeat, if you missed the video this morning, go back and start at the very beginning, watch that one. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing part 2. And then the next day we'll be doing part 3. 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Recruiting. So I'm not going to actually talk about what I already covered this morning. I'm not going to do that, guys, what we already covered this morning. But I tell you what, I've gotten a couple questions from some folks that they wanted me to cover. And I thought, instead of covering it privately, let's cover it publicly, because 9 times out of 10, the same question that one person has, many people have. So we got a gentleman that's fired up. He's fired up about his company that he's involved in. And he has been showing his company's video, and people are interested. But unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get them to cross the line. So his question is basically, what do I do? How do I get people to act with a sense of urgency? These people have seen the video, and they really, really, really like the product that he's representing. They like what they saw in the video. They've told him it's exciting, it's awesome, etc. But they haven't pulled out the credit card yet. They haven't moved forward. So what do you do? Okay. What I want to do real quickly, guys, if you've got a question about recruiting, go ahead, write it in on the screen right now, because I'm going to answer these 2 questions, and then I'm going to get off of the line here today. But again, if you did not watch this morning, it's important that you watch the video 1 hour that we did this morning. And then tomorrow I'll be doing another one, and then another one, and then another one. So this whole week is dedicated to one word: recruiting. But you must start at the very beginning. If you jump in the middle here, you probably will be clueless, because you won't understand where we're picking up from. So make sure that you go back and watch the first one that we did this morning. Okay. Now, to the young man that has the question, that once again, if you just joined us, I'm going to repeat his question one more time, and then we're going to get started. Young man, he's had he's involved in a company, and he's been showing people the video, and they love his product. People are telling him, "Oh, that's incredible, that's awesome," in terms of his product. Okay. But they're not moving forward. They're not buying the product. They're not pulling out their credit card saying, okay, I want to buy it. Where do I get it from? They're not striking, basically. Okay. So I repeat, he showed people the video. They like it. They've told him they like it. They've even said to him, yes, I'm interested, but they're not moving forward. They have not engaged. They have not pulled out their credit card to buy the product or to join the opportunity. So the young man says, well, what do you do? To the young man that's out there, Jeff, give me a thumbs up, Jeff, or I want to make sure I recited your question correctly. If you can, Jeff, go ahead and just, write on the screen here that, let me know that I got it right before I go ahead and answer. And all of you guys that are out there, give me a thumbs up if you understand his dilemma. Give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure you understand what the young man is going through. Okay, perfect. All right, then let's dance. Let's dance. All right, excellent. Okay, good. Again, this video is being, it'll be loaded to YouTube as well. So all this stuff will be loaded so you can go back and rewatch if you need to. All right. So first of all, I want to talk to you. We're going to answer his question. I want to talk to you about mandatory deadlines. Can you guys see me okay, or is this too much of a glare? Maybe I'm glaring too much here. Let me pull up here. All right, there we go. That's much better. There we go, okay. All right. All right, mandatory deadlines. Again, I call them mandatory deadlines. I'm going to say this to you. When you have to understand, number one, you can't force a person to do anything, first of all. You can't. Number two, you have to understand what makes people move. There are only two things that make people move. I'm talking slow so that you can write this down and understand it. Number one is the possibility of gain. For example, hey man, if you call me in 5 seconds, I'm giving away a free Maserati. If you call me in 10 seconds, if you call right now, I'm giving away a free Maserati. So why are you going to do it? Because of the possibility of gain. That's the first reason why people move. Okay. The second emotion that drives people to move is the fear of loss. The fear of loss. Ladies and gentlemen, if you come on down right now to the car lot right now, we've got 2 Maseratis that we're giving away right now. But if you're not here in exactly 10 seconds, I hate to tell you, you will lose out. You have exactly 10 seconds to make it here, or these cars will be gone. Now listen, I'm exaggerating the point, but I want you to pay attention and notice one scenario was the possibility of gain. In other words, I told you if you call right now, we'll give you a free Maserati. Great. But I didn't make you feel that if you don't call, you have something to lose. Let me give you another, I'll give you another example of these two emotions. If your boss called you today and said, hey, listen, man, if you work an extra 20 hours this week, we'll pay you more money. So if you work a little overtime, we'll pay you more. That's possibility of gain. So you get to gain more. Some people will sign up for overtime. Some people won't. But watch this. If your boss said to you, hey, listen, I know you're supposed to be at work by 8 a.m., but we've decided to change the policy. if you're not here by 7:30 a.m. in the morning, we have decided that we're going to reduce your pay by 15%. What? Yes. If you're not here by 7:30 a.m. in the morning, we are going to reduce your pay. Look at these two scenarios. Scenario one, if you work a little extra overtime, we'll pay you more. That's the possibility of gain. If you don't get here by 7:30 a.m. in the morning, that's what you call fear of loss. Let me ask you a question real quickly and type in your answer. Or actually, no, don't type in your answer. Just give me a thumbs up. Which one do you think moves more people? The possibility of gain? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with that. If you agree that the possibility of gain moves more people, give me a thumbs up on the screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you agree that the fear of loss moves more people versus the possibility of gain, give me a thumbs up. Absolutely, you're correct. Absolutely. Absolutely, you are correct. The possibility of gain does work, but what's more effective is the fear of loss. So, to the young man, Jeff, that has the question, here's the answer. 2 words: mandatory deadlines. Mandatory deadline. Mandatory deadlines. What's up, Alex? I see you, boy. Mandatory deadlines. Write that down. If you're going to be the best at what you do, you have to understand these 2 words: mandatory deadlines. So, I'm going slow because I want you to understand this. Okay? Anytime, see, what a lot of rookies do is they just take their link, the link that shows the video of your company's product or service or whatever it is you're marketing, and they just throw it everywhere. They just throw it up against the wall. Hey, man, check this out, man. I saw this cool thing. You got to see this. Let me say it again. That's what a lot of people do. They just, they text their friends or they call their friend. Hey, man, I've seen this link, man, this cool thing. You got to check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. And they think that just because they sent their friends a cool link about an awesome product, they think that all of a sudden their friends are going to pull out their credit card and say, let's boogie. I'm in. Here we go. Where do I sign? Let me tell you why. I think you've already figured out the answer. The reason why that's not the case, because which two emotions did you appeal to? Ooh, this is good. I want you to get this. Which 2 emotions did you appeal to? The possibility of gain or the fear of loss? You appealed to the possibility of gain. And we've already agreed that that doesn't move very many people. It doesn't. It moves some, but not the masses. It moves some, but not the masses. So the reason why you can have an awesome product video, and if all you do is you just share it with people, you may get a few people that will say, yeah, I'm interested. I like it. Well, how do I get more of this? Or where can I buy it? Yeah. Okay. But you're not going to get a lot of people. Why? I want to tell you why. Your product could be the best product in the world, but you did not frame. You didn't frame it right. You didn't frame it right. F-R-A-M-E. You did not frame it right. So because it's not framed right, you cheapened the opportunity. Woo! 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 I'm trying to take you to the moon. Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about. What's up, Angel? I see you, baby. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about. Give me a thumbs if you understand. I don't want to leave nobody behind. Everybody graduates with a 4.0 in my classes. Everybody graduates with a 4.0. Everybody is going to be a summa cum laude. Top of the class. We got the highest ratings in the world. You can have the most awesome products in the world, but because you didn't frame it right with mandatory deadlines, no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. They not moving. That's what that means. They not moving. They not moving. You could have the best product on the planet, but because you did not frame it right, ouch, ain't nobody gonna buy Nathan. I didn't say, look, politically correct is nothing. Nobody will buy nothing. No. In my class, we don't do stuff politically correct. We keep it real. We have fun. So nobody will buy Nathan. Nathan. Ain't nobody gonna buy Nathan. Because you didn't frame it right. That's why. Because you didn't frame it right. So again, let's recap. We don't want to go too fast here. Number one, you have the possibility of gain, and you have fear of loss. We've already agreed that fear of losing something makes more people act. It makes more people move. Okay? Versus the possibility of gain. So, what you want to understand is that your product that you are representing is probably incredible to the young man that asked the question. But you didn't frame it right. And when I say frame it right, we're talking about mandatory deadlines. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I called up Bob. Hey, Bob. Or let's do this. Let's say I text Bob. What's up, cuz? I love you, cousin. I see you, Tamara. I love you. You are doing such a wonderful job being you. Don't change, because can't nobody do it like you, cuz. Keep doing what you're doing. You're an all-star. All right, back to the class here. All right? Let's say I called up Bob and I text Bob. Okay? And I said, hey, Bob, do you have a second to communicate on text right now? Do you have a second to communicate on text right now? Question mark. And he'll say, I can't talk right now. He'll say, yes, he can talk right now via text, or he won't even respond at all because he's busy. I'm going to say that one more time. Hey, Bob, do you have a second to communicate via text right now? Yes or no? He'll say yes. Or he'll say no. Or he won't respond at all. Now, class, I want you remembering two words. Mandatory deadlines. Mandatory deadlines. Mandatory deadlines. Remember those two words. Okay? So let's say Bob says, yes, I can talk right now. Or yes, he can communicate via text right now. Depending upon, I'm going to answer the young man without saying the name of his company, and then I'm going to answer all of you that may be in various different companies out there. But the young man that asked me the question, I know who he is, and He's already told me what company he's with, so I know the product that he's representing. So what I would say in that scenario, Bob said yes, he can text. So then I would say, Bob, I just came across a revolutionary product that is about to change the entire world right now. I believe this product is going to literally save a lot of people's life. And I want you to see it right now. If I send you a short video right now, could you watch it right now? Yes or no? Bob, let's say Bob says yes. Oh, and by the way. The first ten people will have, oh, and by the way, the company is doing something special, something very special for the first 10 people that purchase this particular product. Do it again. Bob, do you got a second to actually communicate via text right now? Bob says yes. Bob, I just came across a revolutionary product that's getting ready to change the whole world in the healthcare space. And I believe this product is going to save a lot of people's lives and increase the quality of their life. If I want you to see this product, if I send you a short 2-3 minute video, could you watch it right now? And you question mark. If he says he can't watch it now, you don't send it now. Number one. If he says he can watch it now, you send it. Wait, but if he says yes, he can watch it right now, you say, oh, by the way, the company is going to do something extremely special for the first 10 people that purchase this product. Here it is. Here it is right now. Here's the link right now. And you send them the link. After you send them the link, do you want to be one of the first 10 to purchase the product? Do you want to be one of the first 10 to purchase the product? And that's how you actually, that's how you handle the actual, that particular, for that particular product that you're actually representing. Now, I will tell you, for all of you that are actually representing other products, this is the way you do it. It's the same thing. Mandatory deadlines. We're talking about how you can get people to take action. How you can get people to take action. Okay? Question here, train me about Kino Box, streaming box. If I'm the first one in Sacramento and the CEO, Vice President became one close friend, teach me. Okay. Well, look, I don't have time, guys, to go through each one of you guys' companies. What the purpose of this video was to show you guys how to get people to take action. And you first of all have to understand what makes people move. Possibility of gain or fear of loss. That works for everybody. Fear of loss. And so what you want to do, I don't just take my link and just share it with everyone. I don't do that. I make sure that I frame it right first. And when you frame it right first, it now creates value for what they're about to see. Number one, which is the possibility of gain. But then I also tie it down with, if they don't move right now, there is something that they're going to lose. I want you to write that down. I want you to catch that. I'm going to say it all over again and then we're done. What I do, I never ever just take my company's link and just blast all of my friends. Hey, take a look at this. I found something that's going to save the world. Look right now. Look right now. I never do that. Never do that. I never do that. Okay? I don't take my company's link and just share it with the whole world. I never do that. Okay? I never do that. Instead, what I do is I build value for the link that I'm about to share with my friends or whoever it is that I'm about to show it to. I build value for it first. And in the value proposition, obviously there's the possibility of gain, okay, of what they can gain from actually this particular product that I'm sharing with them. But I also tie in there what they stand to lose by not acting now. So I make sure I include some legit, real fear of loss in there. Why? Because as a professional, I make sure that I always have mandatory deadlines. Listen, all professionals in this space, we always have mandatory deadlines. End of story. Now I'm going to give you the golden secret. I'm going to give you the golden secret and we getting off of this call here, guys. The goal, you say, well, how in the world can you give people mandatory deadlines? I'm going to tell you the answer. How in the world can you give people mandatory deadlines? I'm going to share with you how. You can never force people to do anything. You can't force them to do anything. But here's the golden secret. If you are willing to go out and share your product or your opportunity with as many people as you need to get you to where you're trying to go, then you have the right to go ahead and make sure you have mandatory deadlines on when you're expecting people to do what it is you want them to do. When you're expecting people to give you a yes or to give you a no. But just tell me quickly because I have to go. Okay? So, number one, I'm going to say that again. If you are willing to go out there and actually share your product or your opportunity with as many people as you possibly can, then you have the right to give the prospect a mandatory deadline of when you want them to do what you want them to do. Because if they don't do it, you're going to go find somebody else. But here's the deal. A lot of amateurs, they talk a good game. They run their mouth. Well, if you don't, blah, no. The difference between a professional and an amateur, watch, I'll show you. I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. See, if you notice with me, guys, whenever somebody will try to go low, I always go high. Whenever someone tries to go low, I always take the high road. I always respect an adult because they have the right to do what they please. But you don't have the right to take all day if you're working with me. Period. End of story. It don't work that way. You don't have the right to take all day if you working with me. If you want the best, we move now. We make decisions now. No, no, no. I'm not giving you 3 weeks. Bob may give you 3 weeks. I ain't giving you 3 weeks because I ain't got 3 weeks. You're going to, look, I'm going to respect you. I'll give you maybe 24 hours and that's it. I'm not giving you 2 weeks. I'm not chasing you. I don't need you that bad. I don't. There's millions of people out there. To be specific, there's 31 million people in California, and I just need a few. You dig? You understand that? So my point is, I'm very professional, kind, and polite when I talk to people, but I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. So number one, I build value for what it is that I'm about to offer. In other words, I show them the possibility of what they have to gain, but I also make sure that I lace in there fear of loss, mandatory deadlines. This is when I need to know. This is when we about by this date, by this date, by this date. And that's what all professionals do. Now, I can't beat somebody over the head if they don't respond back or if they don't reply. No, but what I'll do is move on. And I can show them better than I can tell them about what it is I'm about to do. I can show them better than what it is I can tell them what it is I'm about to do. So I can tell you that right now. Guys, listen. So I tell you what, give me a thumbs up if that makes sense to you, what we're talking about. Now, I got something else, a special bonus I'm going to give you. Let's see if you guys can all figure this out. I've got a special bonus that I'm about to give you. I got a special breaking news bonus for all of you. Let me explain something to you. When you're a professional in this business, and you know, obviously you share the presentation, you share the product with people, and they like it and they see value in it, and they want to dance with you, they want to enroll and they join with you. Let me explain something to you. Your job is not to babysit people. 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 Let me share something with you. When you enroll people, your job is to help them, yes. But your job is not to wait on them. Your job is not to babysit them for 6 months, a year before they finally decide to move. Once again, as a professional, when you enroll somebody, okay, and here's what happens. Sometimes people get their feelings hurt because they enrolled, but they never did anything. And they expect you to sit there and be miserable just like them. But meanwhile, you've decided to build a business. You were compassionate towards them. You were willing to help them, but you chose to go ahead and move on because they wanted to go at their own pace, and they have the right to do that. Well, I can tell you as a professional, always remember this. Always remember this. Your job is to lead by example. Lead by example. And here's the deal. Here's the deal. Time will either expose you or time will promote you. And I got news for you. With time, you will either be exposed or you will be promoted. Time will either expose you or promote you. Always remember, never blame anyone for your success but you. Never blame anyone for your failures except you. I'm going to say that one more time. Never blame anyone for your success but you, but also never blame anyone for your failure but you either. Give me a thumbs up if you agree and if you understand what we're talking about. Never blame anyone for your success but you. You did that, baby. You created that value in the marketplace. You created that value. You created that value. And never, ever, ever blame anyone for your failures except you. Stop blaming me. Don't blame me. Blame you. Ladies and gentlemen, I love every single one of you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning for part 2. Part 2. This whole week is dedicated to you. Recruiting, recruiting, recruiting. It changes your life. If you don't like your last boyfriend, go get a new one. If you don't like your last girlfriend, go get a new one. If you don't like your last job, go get a new one. If you don't like your last company, go get a new one. Don't cry about it. Do something about it. But you got to recruit. And if you can't recruit, I'm sorry. That's where we get a divorce. Later. I love you.
I'ma rock this shit like fashion.